Alice, have you read this claim letter from the transfer agent regarding the Smith forged endorsement? You did put our guarantee on their endorsements while they were both here, didn't you?
Well, yes, it was me. But I've handled their business for years. He said that his wife was in the car with the dog, that she had signed the instructions that morning at breakfast. I even checked the signature card, and it looked close enough. I didn't know they were getting divorced. I didn't know. I just didn't know.
Poor Alice. She just didn't know. Fraud. It comes in many forms. Sometimes it's obvious, and sometimes, like in the case of Alice, it's so well disguised that you, the guarantor, may not even know. That's why we're here today. Hello, I'm Cheryl Mathis. As a guarantor, it's critical that you understand the importance of your role in the securities processing world. Alice should have followed procedures because there are many events and circumstances that she just wouldn't know. Now, the information contained in this program is vital because it's about protection. That's right, protection of your firm's and your customers' welfare. Always remember, guarantors are the last best opportunity to protect investors from fraud. The medallion stamp is protection. The stamped surety bond does not protect your firm from liability. It protects the issuer of the security and the transfer agent. After all, the investors are your customers, and the customer is the essence of your business. In this presentation, we're going to meet some characters we meet every day. The scenarios depicted are for your better understanding of the rights and wrongs and the simple truth about liabilities. Officers and authorized personnel of guarantor firms have a multitude of responsibilities in protecting themselves and their customers from fraud. Prudent policies and control procedures are vital for the complete protection of the customer and the institution. Have you ever wondered why signature guarantees were created and how the warranties that you provide are defined? Well, to begin with, issuers of securities and their agents do not typically know the identities of their shareholders or investors. They rely on banks, brokers, credit unions, and other financial institutions who have this knowledge. Do not confuse this valued service with that of a notary public. They are two completely different functions. The warranties that a guarantor provides with its medallion guarantee are contained in the Uniform Commercial Code. The UCC is nothing more than a compilation of uniform standards that the states have agreed to apply in common business transactions. This creates one common code for all states. The UCC defines a guarantee of a signature as a warranty concerning the signature of an endorser of a security, or the originator of an instruction regarding a security. The signature was genuine. The signer was an appropriate person to sign, and the signer had legal capacity to sign. That's the textbook definition. In other words, when you grant a signature guarantee to a customer, your firm warrants that there is an absence of forgery. Listen again. Absence of forgery. This is important. You're also guaranteeing that whoever is signing, whether it's the registered owner, his or her agent, executor, or attorney in fact, is legally authorized to do so. Now we'll review some situations that will highlight the types of fraud that occur frequently. There's an old saying, if it smells like a rose and looks like a rose, it is. Well, not true when it comes to investor fraud. Sometimes what seems to be the perfect transaction, well, just isn't. Let's see what I mean.
That's it right there. You okay, Grandma?
It's a little chilly in here.
She's always cold, you know, old age. Grandma, I brought you here because this nice lady needs your signature on the mutual fund, okay? So just sign, okay?
What? Is this where we get the donuts?
No, after you sign, then we'll get the donuts. Here, let me help you. Not so steady anymore.
I'm glad you brought your grandmother here, because we need to see the endorsement being made. Oh, I see you're making the check out to your grandson.
Grandma, we didn't leave Snuggles in the car, did we?
What Snuggles?
Oh, yeah, right. She's at home.
Well, I guess it's close enough.
Thank you. Thank you. You've been very helpful. Thank you. Come on, Granny.
What, are we going for pizza now?
Donuts, pizza, some appetite. There's some problems with this transaction. Harry seemed like a nice, clean-cut grandson, and who can't love a grandma? Harry seemed a little bit in a rush to get out of there. Well, do you believe that Grandma was sufficiently in control of her affairs to direct this type of transaction? And what about Harry's behavior? Again, remember the guarantor warranty of appropriate person and legal capacity. That covers the legal age and mental capacity of the signer. Jennifer should not have granted the guarantee. Also, how about the fact that the security was a mutual fund and could have been owned by Grandma and Grandpa as well? Mutual funds typically don't have certificates. As you know, the ownership of the asset is described on the face of certificates. That's why extra precautions must be used when certificates are not available. Jennifer did not seek any documentation. She made an assumption, and, well, she goofed. As a result, trouble awaits. In these types of transactions, a recent account statement on the issuer stationery must be reviewed to determine the full account ownership. And not only did Harry defraud Grandma, but Grandpa as well. Grandpa wasn't even there. After putting on the show with Grandma's signature, Harry forged Grandpa's right above the medallion guarantee. So the mutual fund gets the letter. They see both endorsements, supposedly of the registered owners. The medallion guarantee is right there, so they make the payment. Not good. By the way, Harry was eventually brought to justice. Unfortunately, the money was spent, gambled away, whatever. And Jennifer's firm wound up making a significant payment because they guaranteed the signature. See what can happen?